There's a word used in the shadows of power, kompromat, short for compromising material. It's not just a scandal waiting to happen, it's a strategy, a tool used to control politicians, celebrities, even entire governments. And while most people associate it with Russia, America has its own version of the story, one that starts not in a spy agency overseas, but in the smoky back rooms of New York City. It begins with Roy Cohn. He wasn't just a lawyer, he was a fixer, a gatekeeper, a man with a Rolodex full of secrets. He rose to power alongside Senator Joseph McCarthy, hunting communists during the Red Scare. But behind closed doors, Cohn allegedly ran his own operation, gathering dirt on politicians and judges using sex and scandal. According to some insiders, he didn't just represent the powerful, he owned them. He was accused, never officially charged, of luring influential men into compromising situations, then using that footage or information as a leash. It was blackmail, repackaged as patriotism. But this wasn't just about Roy. A name that pops up in the background is Craig Spence, a Republican lobbyist who threw wild, extravagant parties in D.C. These weren't just for fun. They involved underage boys, government officials, and secret surveillance equipment. The story was buried, labeled conspiracy. But many who investigated mysteriously backed off or vanished. Now ask yourself, was it random, or was this a glimpse into a much deeper system? Because just like Cohn had his network, others did too. There was Lawrence King in Nebraska, the so-called Franklin scandal, involving a credit union, missing funds, and a web of abuse allegations reaching the halls of Congress. Multiple witnesses described being trafficked to politicians. Their stories were ignored, discredited, or sealed. A key witness, Alicia Owen, was sentenced to 25 years for perjury, not for what she did to others, but for speaking up. When people ask, how did Epstein get away with it for so long? The answer isn't just wealth or connections, it's infrastructure. Because the playbook already existed, it's the same script, just updated for a new era. Roy Cohn's network didn't die, it evolved. Through people like Les Wexner, a billionaire deeply connected to Epstein, and a key funder of the mysterious mega group, a quiet circle of powerful Jewish-American philanthropists, alleged by some to have deeper intelligence ties, particularly to Mossad. That's where things take a turn from scandal to covert policy. Multiple sources have suggested that Epstein's island was more than just a playground. It was a collection hub for compromising footage, for secrets, for power. Some theorists believe Epstein was backed not just by billionaires, but by intelligence agencies. Whether Mossad, CIA, or both, the goal was the same: control through compromise. That's why names like Ghislaine Maxwell matter. Her father, Robert Maxwell, wasn't just a media tycoon. He was widely believed to be a Mossad asset. And when you follow that thread, from Maxwell to Epstein to the mega group, you begin to see the outlines of a hidden architecture. One that doesn't need elections, one that owns secrets, and with those secrets, owns people. Kompromat isn't a Russian thing. It's a power thing. It's not always filmed through a mirror. Sometimes it's just a whisper, a threat, a photo buried in a drawer. But the result is always the same: obedience without loyalty. From Roy Cohn, to Franklin, to Epstein, these aren't separate stories, they're chapters in a larger book. And that book? It's still being written, by people who learned that truth can be erased, witnesses can be punished, and secrets can be more valuable than gold. The real question now is, who's writing the next chapter?